All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to be making a vinyl project. So we are going to make um, a vinyl project that will go in a window. All right, so the practice one that we're going to do together is going to have the dimensions of 52 inches wide by 12 and a half inches tall. You're going to do the same dimensions for what I have today, but then once you make your own, those are going to be different dimensions. Window um, decal. Okay, so the width is going to be 52, and the height is going to be 12.5. Okay, so obviously this is the area we have to work with. What we are going to do is going to make a Halloween themed window. All right, so my idea is to make some pumpkins right here. And then I'm going to give them kind of eyes that are looking at a particular area. Okay, so I'm going to basically make 3 or 4 pumpkins right here and then find some eyeballs. All right, so I'm going to go to the internet and look for silhouettes. All right, so I'm going to say pumpkin silhouette. All right, so I'm going to find, basically, I'm looking for outlines. So we can do a couple different ones. So I'll do this one. I'll save image as. See how it's JPEG. So I'm going to save this as pumpkin 1. And then I'm going to maybe do, oh, I don't know, maybe this one. Save image as, and we're going to say pumpkin 2. And I think 2 pumpkins for me is fine. And then I'm going to say spooky eye silhouette. Oops, silhouette. All right, so I'm going to find some that I kind of like. So that one's not bad. That one's not bad. We maybe do both of those. Ooh, I actually kind of like this. All right, so spooky eye silhouette. All right, so this is where obviously we're not selling these. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to, we could try to save image as, it's a JPEG. We could see what it looks like and save. All right, so now I am going to go here and I'm going to start importing some stuff. All right, so I'm importing pumpkin 1. All right, I will import pumpkin 2. And I will import my eyes. Okay. So we have 3 different things. Now notice they are all bitmaps right now. So we want to trace these. So I'm going to do an outline trace. This will give us some practice. Okay, so if it's a simple silhouette, it should be easy. We want to remove the background. Um, and basically, as long as you pick something that's fairly easy, it should just automatically go. All right, now we want to get practice. We want to, because we are going to make this out of vinyl, we want to remove the fill and we want to make our, so this is fill, this is stroke, and we want to make the stroke hairline just to get in practice. So see how that's a nice clean hairline right there. We're going to do the same thing over here. So trace bitmap. We could probably do clip art. Pretty simple. Remove from background. All right, same idea. I'm going to double click on this, turn off the fill, and then I'm going to add our hairline. All right, So I like this. What I'm going to actually do is make these a little bit bigger in here. And then I'm going to make them so that since the shape of the window is what it is, I'm going to put, I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste and I'm going to make this more like this. So I have a couple pumpkins. All right, so we have 4 pumpkins right here. You can try to line them up a little bit. And then we have our eyes. So what I'm going to do here, now this isn't as good of an image, so we'll see how this works, but I'm going to outline trace clip art, and let's see what it does. Now, notice for this one, do you see how it doesn't get this center part, all right? So we're going to try to remove color from the entire image. Oh, it popped up right there, okay? So see how we did a silhouette, and it's got these different eyes, and we'll go right there, okay? So now, if we have this, now see how it's all together? We can right click and we can ungroup all objects. All right, so now I can take this one over here. We can take this one right here. We can take this one right here, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to say, I don't really like this one, so I'm going to delete this. This one is okay, but it has some interesting stuff going on. So I am going to, just like I did before, even though it says no fill, I'm going to double click on it and turn off the fill. All right, and then I am going to make it hairline. All right, so now see what we got going on here. So do you see how that's kind of not ideal? So I'm going to delete and delete and delete. All right. So now I'm going to bring this one right here. Okay, now look what happened. Do you see how it went to the back? So what you can do is you can change the order to the back of the page. And then this is here, hairline, and this is here, hairline. And a good practice to get into is to highlight this, right click, and group the object. So now we have this right there. Okay, and then this one, we can turn off the fill. Okay, turn on hairline. Okay, and I actually like this one a little bit better. Okay, so you just got to clean up the shape a little bit. All right, if it turns out that you don't like kind of how it's going, you can go up here and you can click on nodes and we can kind of move this stuff around. Okay, and then we can, we hit escape. Oops. All right, we should be able to delete some of this stuff. All right, so we can go back to here. Okay. Okay, and then delete this one. Now the important thing though is if you delete a node and it looks like it's an open shape, you're gonna have to close it. All right, like that. All right, so that's okay. Obviously, if you need to a little bit more, we could adjust it even more. Okay, so back to our this. This probably needs to be moved over a little bit. It's probably a little too close. Okay, so then we got our eyeballs right here. All right, same idea. We can bring this to the back of the page. Okay, then I can group it. All right, and then we're gonna go eyeballs here, turn off the fill, turn on hairline. Okay. That one looks pretty, oh, we still got to clean it up just a little bit. All right, so now there, bring that in here, turn that to the back of the page, group it, and go from there. And then one last one. Okay, turn off the fill, turn on hairline. Okay, and then this is right here. And then order, back of the page. And then I'm going to do one last thing because I think that I like what we've done here, but I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, stretch it out. We'll see. I don't know if I like that exactly. We can center that up a little bit. And then I'm going to type in some text. I'm going to say, Happy Halloween. Okay, so now this is where we can highlight this and you can try to find some, maybe some, I don't know, we could look and see if we can find any kind of Gothic or something. So I'm going to go down to the G's. Oh, that looks, I like the idea of that, but it might be too hard. I kind of like that. All right, so, and I'm going to make it a little bit bolder, and that's where we're going to go with it. All right, so remember, right now, just like we've done in the past, you want to turn off the fill and turn on hairline. All right, so happy Halloween. Now we're done. We have this, like this, and this is our window. All right, you can group it together. All right, so that's what it looks like. Now, you are going to submit a screenshot of this, but when you would actually cut this, you are going to save it as a Corel file. So just like this, so that you can cut it on the vinyl cutter. Okay, so the only other thing that I would say is, do you see how these are a little bit close together? We might have to play around with that. And how you would do that is basically you can ungroup all objects, and you could specifically ungroup kind of this and see, it looks like we might have to convert to curves here. And then when we convert to curves, we can ungroup these objects, and then it's making us go down a road. All right, so then do you see how I can move it now? But it looks like I lost the A's. So maybe that road is not worth going down. So this is fun. All right, it'll work. And I like my eyeball pumpkins.